As I said, I'm not interested in understanding history from an historical perspective. We are studying history with regards to only polity. When you are talking of War of Independence, we call it the First War of Independence. Britishers call it the mutiny. Either ways, okay. There was a mutiny against the British or the Company Raj. You remember? Know several things. The Sepoy Mutiny. I'm not referring to most of them. Now, please understand some crucial parts here. Say, if I look at the Sepoy Mutiny, the Mangal Pandey incident. The second was the doctrine of lapse, the Dalhousie's and so on and so forth. Do you realize that this was not War of India? Okay, this was not War of Independence as we understand. This was primarily a territorial war. Okay, Kanpur was being, because of Kanpur's asset, the taking of Awadh, the taking of Jhansi. So very minor matters which escalated into what they call as mutiny and we call it as War of Independence. We call it War of Independence only primarily because for some time Delhi was back in our control. Primarily because Bahadur Shah Zafar was anointed as the emperor for some time and so on and so forth. Now, we are not, as I said, interested in the underlying part. Your history professors etc. would be better able to put the light on it. My entire aspect over here is with regards to polity and governance. Most of it was because of a disconnect. When there is a disconnect between the policy and the law on the one hand and people on the other hand, there is bound to be a mutiny, there is bound to be a conflict, there is bound to be a revolution. Are you understanding? Doctrine of lapse was one amongst the most idiotic kind of a policy. Okay, तुम्हारा बेटा नहीं होगा तो तुम्हारी property हमारी होगी. Okay, kind of stuff. The Sepoy Mutiny was again because of those P-53 Enfield rifles and so on and so forth. Okay, they did not care about the religious sentiments of the entire country. Okay, so what happened was this disconnect between the policy, the law, etc., and the people's dreams and aspirations was primarily responsible for War of Independence. Britishers were so dependent on India because they used to call India the jewel of the crown. I hope you know this. Okay, they used to say the jewel of the crown to India. Hey, all the money that was coming from India was actually fueling the imperialistic dreams of England. England could not afford to lose India. Okay, so once War of Independence happened, then the British government shook. Okay, my God, unbelievable. Because of these stupid mistakes like doctrine of lapse and Enfield rifles and etc., they could have lost India. So, soon after they were able to suppress this war, they passed the first act called as the Government of India Act 1858. Say the word please. 1858. It was called as the Act of Good Government in India. Say the word. Act of Good Government in India. Now, remember we have introduced an English word called as answerable and we gave a technical word to that. Responsible. Now I'm again introducing an English word for you and I'll give you a technical example for that. That English word is, say the word. What is a good government? Now what is a good government? You have to understand this. Please appreciate this part. Like answerability is not an English word, good government is also not an English word. Please remember this is written as the title of an act. Okay, and that too written by the founders of parliamentary system, that is Britishers. Britishers will not write stupid words in their act. I hope you understand. So they use the word good government. What is a good government? Good government, my friends, is a responsible government. What is it? Say the word. Responsible government. Give me another word for responsible. Answer. For the first time, we are having an answerability. In India, no matter how strong you are, if you are here, you are answerable to your boss. You are answerable to your boss. You are answerable to your boss, and so on and so forth. Till the time you are all answerable to, say the word, the Constitution of India. Are you understanding? Hence we are calling ourselves as a, say the word, Republic. Now, if I am now about to tell you, and if I am what I am about to tell you in the next 5 minutes, if it can be made in dollars, then you have to pay me $1 million. Okay? What I am about to tell you is very, very precious. Understand this. It will open your brains. It will make you a wiser group of students for always. You are answerable finally to the, say the word. This is the phenomenon called as Lex Rex. What is this called as? Lex Rex. What is the phenomenon? Phenomenon is law is the king of kings. Say the line please. Follow everyone. Law is the king of kings. So whom are you finally answerable to? Constitution of India. You are finally. Remember हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं कानून से ऊंचा कोई नहीं. You know, सब लोग are answerable to the कानून. Are you understanding? So in India we follow the phenomenon of, say the word. We the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Sorry, okay, so let's go again. Say that word. We the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. What is democracy? What is democracy? Lincoln की line. बोलो. Government of the people, by the people. Government of the people, for the people, by the people. Let me see if your brains are working. Okay. So Constitution of India, you are answerable here. Yes. Who gives the power to the Constitution? People. Yes or no? Yes. Can Narendra Modi's government today change the constitution? Yes. Not the government. Can the parliament change the constitution? Yes. Sir. Yes. Last man. Can the parliament change the constitution? अरे हाँ बोल. उसको पता चल गया. वो अभी बदल के दिखाएंगे. Yes or no? Can they do amendment or not? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. They can change the constitution also. That means who is giving the power to them to change the constitution? So who actually has the power? People. Yes or no? Are you understanding? So you have, say the word. Which phenomenon? Yes. But the power actually belongs to people. Yes or no? People. This is you. You don't look like this, but you are the one who has the power. Yes, but you are answerable to, and the Constitution gets the power from. Are you understanding the mathematics behind this? You are the one who is giving the power to the Constitution, and you are becoming answerable to them also. ऐसा होता है. मेरी ही power तुम use कर रहे हो. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना रहे हो और मुझे उसी को आंसर करा रहे हो. इसको मुहावरा कहते हैं. मेरी बिल्ली मुझे ही में आओ. Are you understanding this phenomenon? Okay. Why are you mad? It's like understanding. मेरा ही पैसा लेकर मेरे को ही नौकरी दे रहा है, सैलरी देता है. Are you understanding? This is based upon only one factor. That the people of India trust the parliament that you will rule me for my, say the word. This trust is behind this transfer of power, and this is called as, say the word. Bolo. What is the word called as? Autochthony. Auto means self. I am being ruled by my own power. I have given Mr. Narendra Modi the power to rule over myself, trusting him that he will use my own power for my own welfare. Are you understanding this part? This is the unique and the highest evolution of power in the world, in the history of world. For the first time, that is why the biggest thing in this world is parliament. Okay, why is it the parliament? Because parliament is the reservoir of whose power? My power. By using that power, who is being ruled? Are you understanding? Hence the word was, we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Suppose I don't use the word republic. Kya gadbad? If you are able to answer this, you have become a genius today. If I don't use the word republic, what is your problem? You just said, what is the definition of democracy? Government of the people, for the people, by the people. Government of, for, by. तो रिपब्लिक यूज करने की जरूरत क्या है? Why should I have a reservoir of my own power? Why not stop it here? I hope you are understanding. यहां तक तो गवर्नमेंट बाय द पीपल, ऑफ द पीपल, फॉर द पीपल हो गया ना. Why do you want a constitution of India जिसमें I have to transfer power? Why? बच्चे, are you understanding my question here?
So that we are not ruled by rule of law.
Think about it, बच्चे. Listen to this. Suppose, everyone pay attention. This is complicated phenomenon. These are the people. Okay, this is where power goes. So this is X, Y, Z. Finally answerable to people of India. Yes or no? Government. Bolo everyone. Government by, of, for the people. Correct? This is called democracy. Yes or no? Why are you not stopping here? Why are you making another level here called as the Constitution of India? Who should get these powers also? Why are you not stopping at democracy? Why do you want to add the word republic? Let's look at India. 90% of Indians at 1947 were who? Hindus? Yes or no?
Yes.
Democracy is government, bolo, by the people, of the people, for the people. Who will rule this country? Majority? Yes or no? Next election who will rule?
Majority.
Next election who will rule?
Majority.
Who will be finished? Minority. So is it misuse of numbers or not? Now add the word republic. Now can you misuse?
No.
Why not? Welfare nahi. Constitution will say you cannot do this. Article 14, equality. Article 21, this. Article 29, minorities. Article 32, Supreme Court. तुम होने दो 99% being Hindus. Does not matter. You cannot go against the Constitution. Why? You are. Say the word. Law is the king of kings. So even if you are the highest number of people, then also you cannot misuse democracy. So the very big phenomenon is democracy. The supreme phenomenon is the republic. Are you understanding this part? So what was the importance of the use of the word republic? The importance of the word was to introduce the concept of, say the word. Are you understanding this part? Got the picture? So in India, we are a sovereign, socialist secular, democratic republic. You can be anything, but you cannot be stronger than the law. You can be anything, you can be 99.9% of Indians, but you cannot go against the spirit of the word written in the Constitution. I hope you are understanding what is the contribution of Government of India Act 1858. It introduced the concept for the first time of, say the word, good government. What is a good government? Answerable government. What is an answerable government? A responsible government. Where is the ultimate responsibility? Constitution of India. Okay? Hence called as the phenomenon of leg strength. इससे पहले ऐसा था कभी? Before this ऐसा था? Okay, Akbar was answerable? No. Shah Jahan was answerable? Bahadur Shah Zafar was answerable? Lodi was answerable? No. So what did Britishers for the first time introduce for us? Answerable government. We had a Constitution of India at that time? Sir? No yaar, bolo no, जोर से बोलो. 1950 में था ना? So we are introducing good government. We are introducing answerability, but we are not introducing the Constitution of India. So whom are we finally answerable to? Here we are answerable to the Queen of England at that time. Okay. So the final answerability finished at the Queen of England at that time. who was at that time Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria by this act proclaimed herself to be the Empress of India on November 1, 1858. Without stepping on the sands of India, she proclaimed herself to the Empress, and from that day onwards, everyone please pay attention, from that day onwards, India was for the first time now ruled by full form, Her Majesty's government. This, my friends, was actually the first time that you have become a, technically speaking, you became a colony on November 1, 1858, and you came under what is called as British Raj. Are you understanding? So 1773 to 1858, whatever it was the end of Company Raj, the beginning of what is called as British Raj. British became our imperial masters, we became their colonies, because her government was now called as Her Majesty's government. Her Majesty's government में सबसे पहले they removed Governor General of India. What was Governor General of India's position replaced by? He was now made the Viceroy. What is the difference? Viceroy will be the boss of India. Everyone of Her Majesty's government, small, big, medium, anyone, will finally answer to the. So he is answerable. Rest of the government structure was outsourced to England. In the British Parliament, they made a cabinet minister and gave him a rank of what is called as Secretary of State of India. The Secretary of State of India was assisted by a council called as the Indian Council. Now listen carefully. Finally, everyone who was working in India under the Majesty's government was answerable to the Viceroy. Viceroy was answerable to the Secretary of State. Secretary of State is the cabinet minister, hence answerable to the British Parliament. British Parliament finally answered to the. You made what is called as, say the word. Say the word. Good government. Are you understanding? So you have formed a responsible government. You made a answerable government. So Viceroy was the boss here, and Secretary of State of India was the boss sitting over there. Both of them coordinated to rule India. The Secretary of State of India was given the powers of double government. What was double government? Come back. The Board of Control and the Court of Directors. What was Board of Control doing? Political, administrative, military. What was Court of Directors doing? Commercial. Now the double government was abolished, and all the powers of the Board of Control and the Court of Directors was vested with the. Are you understanding this part? So he became a very, very powerful office. Are you clear? Mr. Amri was the first Secretary of State of India. He was the boss sitting over there who would coordinate with the Viceroy sitting in India. Hence, if you remember this part, Morley Minto reforms. Who was Morley? Secretary of State. Who was Minto? Viceroy. The Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. Who was Montagu? Who was Chelmsford? Are you understanding? So both of them coordinated to rule India. Are you understanding this part? Last. Secretary of State of India was given another title. He was made into a body corporate. Say the word. What is a body corporate? Anybody who can sue or be sued. That means anybody who can drag you to the court of law or can be drawn to the court of law. Are you clear? Is Narendra Modi's government or is the Union of India today a body corporate?
Yes.
Very major body corporate. Okay. So yes, you can lodge a case against the government of India or the Union of India. Union of India can also lodge against you. Are you understanding? Similarly, the government of Maharashtra, is it a body corporate? Yes. Alright. I hope you understand this was a unique thing. Okay. Could you have lodged a case against Shah Jahan? No. Okay. So for the first time, the people, normal people, were given the power to sue or be sued against the, say the word, hence was made into a body corporate. So this was also unique things that India had never heard, that you can sue your own government. Are you clear? So what are the contributions of government of India at 1858? Number one, Queen of England became the Empress. The government became HMG or Her Majesty's government. India technically became a colony. We abolished the Governor General of India, replaced it with the Viceroy. What is the difference? The Viceroy is the direct representative of the government or the direct representative of the crown. Hence, he is answerable. Who is he answerable to? Say the word. Secretary of State is the? So he is answerable to the British Parliament. British Parliament will finally answerable to the Queen of England. Ultimately, you have a chain of answerability. Hence, what was the purpose of Act of Good? Sorry, the Government of India Act 1858, the Act of Good Government. You established a good government. The double government was abolished. Both the powers of the Board of Control as well as the Court of Directors was given to, say the word. So he became a very powerful position. Both of them ruled together India. He was also made into a body corporate. What is body corporate? Yes, sued or be sued for both their acts in India or their acts in England. Kahin pe bhi baith ke you will decide whether in India or in England you will be answerable to the court of law. So you are not only answerable to the people, you can also be answerable to the law. Not to the constitution, but to the... When I started with the War of Independence, I told you there were two reasons. One, there was complete arbitrary policy, etc., and which was not in keeping with the dreams and aspirations of people. So Rani Jhansi, Awadh, and Mangal Pandey, and all these things. The second reason was, how many of you are from Mizoram? Anybody of you from Mizoram? No. Meghalaya? No. Garo Khasi Hills? No. But you are going to become the permanent executives. Suppose you will, this is the capital of India, suppose, and you are sitting over here making policy about Mizoram. How will you make it? How are you going to make it? Whatever you make it will be a mistake. Whatever you make it, because you don't know what is happening. Are you understand? So how do you make a policy regarding Mizoram? Get a man from Mizoram. Make him sit with you. Okay? Let him tell you in clear words what are the problems of Mizoram. Okay? Then you listen to that wisely, mix it up according to the policy of the entire government, larger picture, and then and only then you will be able to. This is called as grassroots level of policy making, or what is called as bottom-up approach. Are you understanding this part? What was England doing? Sitting in London, they were making a policy about India. For most of the people, they did not have even visited India. For that matter, even Queen Victoria had never entered India, and she was the Empress. So the first thing that you had to do was to get what is called as participation. Now please pay attention to what I am telling you now. This is the introduction of what is called as participatory democracy. उस time पे democracy नहीं था, but participatory governance. Do you want participatory governance in India today? Do you practice that today?
Yes.
Yes. Otherwise, you will not be able to make a policy. Okay. तुम यहाँ पे बैठ के नहीं decide कर सकते कि Karnataka should get more vote backwater of Kaveri or Tamil Nadu. First go and visit that. Okay. तुम यहाँ बैठ के नहीं डिसाइड कर सकते कि should उत्तर प्रदेश be divided into smaller parts or not. First go and visit Uttar Pradesh. You cannot decide about the tribal areas till you visit those areas. Are you understanding? England was still that doing outsource kind of governance. Okay. Hence, the next set of laws were passed, and those laws were called as the Indian Councils Act. Say the word, please. Indian Councils Act. What is the purpose? The two purposes of Indian Councils Act was one, say the word. That means you should allow more Indians to become a part of, say the word, governance. Second, the word is councils. Which councils? Legislative councils. So second purpose of the Indian Councils Act was to form and evolve and develop which councils? इससे पहले was which council? बोलो, इससे पहले was which council? Executive councils. Also performing. For the first time, law had become a specialized function. By which act? 1853. Now what do you want to do? Evolve legislative councils. So what is the story coming to? What are you trying to convert? You are converting executive supremacy to what? Legislative supremacy. Are you understanding? So that story where we started, remember what was the mantra? What was the formula? Executive is responsible to the legislature. The first concrete steps in that direction will be taken by which set of acts? Are you understanding this part? Indian Councils Act started, the first of them was passed in 1861, the second one was passed in 1892, the third one was passed in 1909. Say the three acts. Bolo? 1861, 1892, 1909. For the time being, let's concentrate on legislative councils of 1861. By 1861, I'm dividing it for a tabular form so that you can understand. Indians in 1861 were only sent by nomination by the Viceroy. Say the word, nomination by the Viceroy. Indians for the, in which council? किस काउंसिल की बात हो रही है? कौन से काउंसिल की बात हो रही है? Legislative, not the executive. In the legislative councils, Indians came for the first time. In which act? By in 1892, there were additions. Not only were they nominated by the Viceroy, in addition, they were also nominated by universities, trade unions, and big commercial unions like Bengal Chamber of Commerce. Say the word, Bengal Chamber of Commerce. By the Indian Councils Act of 1909, for the first time, they not only came by nomination, but they also had representative, that is elections. Though they never used the word elections, but they started coming by elections also. So everyone, pay attention, focus. Look at the legislative councils. Okay, prior to 1858, were there any legislative councils in which Indians were there?
No.
Say yes or no? No. By the Act of 1861, what was the situation of Indian Councils Act with respect to Indians? They came by nomination by the Viceroy. By the Act of 1892, nomination by the Viceroy as well as nomination by the Act of 1909. Not only nomination but also by elections, although they did not use the word election actually. 1861, the 3 members who had come, there were only 3 Indians who were allowed, and these Indians were coming only by, say the word, nomination. They were called as unofficial members. Say the word, unofficial members. They were, technically speaking, the Raja of Banaras, historically speaking, Raja of Banaras, the Maharaja of Patiala, and Sir Dinkar Rao. Say the 3 words please. Raja of Banaras, Maharaja of Patiala, and Sir Dinkar Rao. So historically speaking, the first 3 Indians who ever entered the Legislative Council were, but they were only sitting over there because they did not have any power. Are you clear on this part? Why? Because they were, say the word, unofficial. By the time 1892 arrived, they had some powers. Okay, they could discuss budget. Are you clear on the spot? By the time 1909 came, they were pretty strong. They could now ask questions to the executive, and they could ask doubt clarifying questions called as supplementary questions. Also, they could introduce resolutions or motions. Are you understanding? My friend, what does the parliament do nowadays? Introduce motions and ask questions to the minister?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Can I say this is the first step of parliamentary democracy in India? Yes or no? Technically speaking, we started with parliamentary democracy by the Indian Councils Act of 1909. Are you understanding? That's how you have to remember history. You don't have to remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to remember when did we start parliamentary democracy. It takes a whole lot of understanding of words to understand this. I'll do this work for you, but make sure that you remember these. Are you clear on this part? The Indian Councils Act of 1909 was the first time, which was the first baby steps in the direction of what is called as development of the word parliament. Okay.